Hi there, my name is Kieran Gay, and this is my informative speech for public speaking. Today I chose the United States Women's Soccer National Team. I wanted to discuss their stats, how good they are, what they believe in and what they fight for outside of the game, but as well as what they do off the field. And I wanted to talk about a few players and their key roles on the team and kind of how it's got to today. The U.S. Women's National Team, like I said, has won a great deal of world stage tournaments and has changed soccer history for the women's soccer world. Each player has a story to tell and why they play a crucial part, as to why I'm going to share a couple of them. Originally founded in 1913 as the United States Football Association, United States Soccer was one of the world's first organizations to be affiliated with FIFA. FIFA is the soccer world's governing body, and it has grown into one of the sport's organizational leaders. It includes interrogating player participation and player development into arguably the world's most successful top-to-bottom national team program. Although the women's team was established later on in 1985, since winning the inaugural World Cup in 1991, the United States Women's National Team has been the team to beat in women's soccer. Over its brief 20-year history, the team has won 4 World Cups, 1991, 1999, 2015, and 2019, and they've also won 4 Olympic gold medals in 1996, 2004, 2008, and in 2012. The United States is currently ranked number 1 in the world by FIFA and has held the top spot in the rankings for the past 5 years. A couple players that I wanted to talk about and let you guys know about is, the first one is Mia Hamm. She was one of the first more famous ones on the national team. She was part of the 1999 World Cup champion team. She started on the team when she was only 15 and was the youngest player to play in the World Cup, to score in the World Cup. She kind of set the records from then on. She's an amazing player. She actually played on the U.S. team first and then played college soccer. And she was the top goal scorer in the world until her teammate later on, Abby Wambach, ended up taking over that record, and she also plays for the U.S. team, obviously. And her skills are header goals, speed breakaways, and she's a team player. She was team captain for a long time and is very famous for the U.S. women's team. I personally play defense when I'm playing soccer, and so for me, I look up to a player called Julie Ertz. She used to be Julie Johnson, and she's actually married to Zach Ertz, who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think I look up to them as just a couple in general and what they stand for. But she plays my position, and she's a really strong center back. The center back's job is to hold the team together, lead the team, talk to the team. She's gifted in the way, just because she is a professional soccer player, that she does go up and score goals, and she's a strong leader on the field. We also have Alex Morgan. She currently just had a baby, but in her years playing, she started off young as well. She's very quick feet, very good footwork. She's very smart on the ball, and she is a really good athlete in general. She's also a very well-known player. We also have Carly Lloyd. She is captain for the team now, one of the oldest players on the team now. She's known for shooting very far out. She plays in the middle of the field, very strong midfielder. She's also known for what she speaks out for outside of the team. Megan Rapinoe is also one of those people. She's part of the LGBTQ community and speaks out about that and just being a woman, which I think is really cool for her to be bold enough to do that. I wanted to also talk about the 28 members of the world champion United States women's soccer team. Significantly, things have escalated from when the team first started till now. their fight kind of changed in what they believe in, and they started to notice something that didn't feel right. With the country's soccer federation overpay equity and working conditions, the team thought it was best to file a gender discrimination lawsuit. In their filing and a statement released by the team, the 28 players described institutionalized gender discrimination that they say has existed for years. The discrimination, the athletes said, affects not only their paychecks, but also where they play, how often, how they train, the medical treatment and coaching that they receive, and even how they travel to matches. The players are continuing to battle with the United States Soccer Association, which is not only their employer, but also the federation that governs the sport in America. It has thrust them to the forefront of a broader fight for equality in women's sports. In recent years, as I said, players, teams, and even athletes in other sports accommodate them in their fight for women equality. The American hockey gold medalists, as well as Canadian soccer team and WNBA players, have reached out to the United States women's soccer team and their union for guidance in their efforts to win similar gains in pay and working conditions. First, privately, but increasingly public, about the compensation, support, and working conditions it receives while representing the United States soccer team. The women's players argue that they are required to play more games than the men's team, that they win more than the men's team, and yet they still receive less pay from the federation. The statistics on that are the women make about $4,900, like $5,000 when they lose, and when they win, they can make up to $99,000. The men, no matter what, get $20,000, and if they're really good, they can get up to $300,000. So it's a pretty big difference. The United States national team is ranked number 1 in the world, and yet they still have to fight for equality. They still have to fight that they are a good team, and that they have to fight to get all the right things, to get the right coaching staff, the right medical personnel. And there's several players that contribute to their success, and there are several things that contribute to their success. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot.